Good day, everyone. We will have an interview with my fellow friend and my former classmate. She is also an active youth that also become a young activist at a young age. She also leads some big events like worship concerts that held in a big stadium that made her become famous because of her passion with public speaking by sharing the word of God to a big crowd. Let's welcome her with a big hand.
A blessed day to everyone. My name is Melissa Marie Aquino. I am 21 years old and I'm currently a college student at Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig, and also an active youth leader at Jesus is Lord Church, Area 18A, Muntinlupa City. And so my advocacy in life is about raising mental health awareness and ensuring that mental health should be addressed seriously. This started when I have heard the news, when I noticed and observed that a lot of people tend to cut off their lives, especially teenagers nowadays, because of extreme anxiety and depression. If you have heard the news just recently, there are 3 teenagers that have committed suicide because of family problems, pressures at school, and other encounters of their lives that they have been dealing with and may have affected them very deeply. And so I've learned in this part of our lives that mental health is very crucial nowadays and should be addressed as much as possible, because I believe that what we do, what we speak, even what we feel will always lead us to the roots of our perspectives, to the roots of our thoughts, and of course to the roots of our minds. I strongly believe in this kind of advocacy because it's more profound and realistic in the area of a person's life, because in this way they cannot hide or fake anything. And yes, I have taken actions to some of my fellow classmates who have been dealing with mental health issues, and I saw how raw their emotions are. I saw and witnessed how they battle different kinds of circumstances in their lives in one mind. So just like a cup that we can't fill it with different kinds of beverages, because for sure it will come out badly, it will taste badly, and also in relation, just like our minds, we can't fill it with too much worries, with too much troubles, because it's too tiring, it's too frustrating, and it's too depressing at the same time. Okay, so what I did was, because mental health is more of a spiritual, emotional, and of course mental centered than physical centered of this topic, what I did is I encouraged them. I prayed for them. I told them that if you remain trusted and rooted in the Lord, you will overcome it. It always starts in the mind. My mother always told me that it's all in the mind, anak. It's all in the mind that you are shy. It's all in the mind that this will happen. You're just overthinking, right? So I encourage them as much as I can through prayer, through verses in the Bible, since I am a born-again Christian. And so after that, to cut the story short, some of my fellow classmates came back to me and said a good testimony, a life testimony, that they have overcome their anxiety and depression little by little, because they have chose to trust the Lord with all their hearts, to root their hearts upon God and surrender everything to Him, their problems about family, pressures at school, and different kinds of encounters in their lives. And so one of my classmates have made his own page at Facebook, and he also shares awareness about mental health to other people. Okay, so I have implemented a weekly gathering on our school with my fellow classmates called Life Group / Thanksgiving every Friday. So every Friday we gather on a particular spot in our school and we just talk about our thoughts, what we feel about the whole week, what our problems are, what we are frustrated of, and a lot of things that we can lay down and pray for. So, through investing in prayer, in reading the premises, encouragement of the Word of God, I saw the difference among my fellow classmates because one of my fellow classmates one day approached my other classmate that is struggling in one subject and he said, "Kaya mo yan, God is with you, I can help you review." And I've learned that, wow, encouragement really flows through a person's life when you choose to surrender and trust the Lord with all your hearts, even though and despite of you are also encountering circumstances or problems in life. And so I've seen that, yes, you are really advocating mental health, good mental health to other people by just encouraging them simply. So in this type of advocacy, there are no ratio or number, and so I include as much as I can because I believe that this advocacy would really help a lot of people, especially teenagers nowadays. I think my best advocates are my fellow Christians, my fellow youth leaders, because I know and I believe they also love other people as well, and they engage to this type of advocacy because they know, we also have experienced drowning in anxiety and depression. We also experience having mental health issues. That's why I believe if we have overcome it, they will also overcome it as well. Yes, I also advocate anyone else with skills and talents similar to mine because I believe not all the time we are okay. We need someone to pat our shoulders. We have time to have someone to encourage us as well. And I think that even though advocacies are very objective with topics, it's very subjective to relate in one's person's life. That's why, yes, I also advocate to anyone else with skills and talents similar to mine. So what I am very gladly to achieve in this type of advocacy is to see someone overcoming his or her mental issues in life, to see someone being delivered from injecting negativities in their minds, to see someone being rescued from drowning in anxiety and depression. So this advocacy is money free, it's not money related. It's advocacy free to everyone else, and I think this advocacy has one goal and has one achievement in every accomplishment, and that is to save souls.
Thank you, Em. Would you like to ask them to join or participate your advocacy?
So to everyone, I encourage you, I invite you to also be an advocate in raising mental health awareness and ensuring that mental health should be addressed seriously in our days, in our generation, because we may not know by simply encouraging them to say you can do it, by simply listening to them without any judgment, and by simply praying for them sincerely, you can save a soul. That's why I'm leaving you a verse in John 16 verse 33, paraphrasing it says, "In this world we may have troubles, but the Lord said, take heart, I have overcome the world." So remember, the greater the trials, the greater the problems we face in our lives, the greater the victory and blessings we can achieve in our lives. For God is with us, and He will never leave us nor forsake us. Again, it's all in the mind, and whatever runs in our minds, runs in our actions, in our words, in our speech. That's why allow our minds to always inject positive vibes, positive implementations, a word of the Lord, promises, and encouragement that comes from Him, and encouragement that comes from other people as well. So that's all, everyone. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Melissa, for allotting some of your time to be my interview for this video, and I'm very grateful that you accept my invitation to answer those meaningful questions. And I hope that you continue to be instrument of God to other people, and by sharing His words and life lesson. And I'm looking forward for your advocacy to be successful, and for more advocacy that you will implement someday. Again, thank you, Melissa. To all the viewers, I encourage you to implement your own advocacy in life and be the person you want to be, and just believe in yourself and speak what your heart says. Thank you. Bye.